The DNC, they sent out this letter. DNC announces their Transition Advisory Committee. There it is. That's Jason Ray, Secretary, Democratic National Committee. And so Tom Perez announced the party's Transition Advisory Committee. Do you want to see who's on there? First of all, it will be co-chaired by Reverend Leah D. Daugherty. Daughtry, thank you. Longtime Democratic Party strategist, and most recently CEO of the 2016 Democratic National Convention. Ooh, that doesn't really make me feel good. The 2016 National Convention was brought to us by Comcast. Was it not? I'm pretty sure.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. The advisory committee is comprised of a wide swath of leaders, all of them corporatists, activists, and organizers who represent the Democratic Party's big tent. This team is charged with providing concrete suggestions and advice on building a party that reaches into and represents every corner of America. Now, when I'm reading that, whoever wrote that, I'm sure they were typing with one hand and going like this with the other, because that's what that is. So here, our Democratic turnaround will be a success because everyone has a seat at the table, said Tom Perez, making the jerk-off motion as he said that. So I'm honored to have such a talented and diverse group of leaders guiding our diverse. We have white corporatists and black corporatists and female corporatists and Mexican corporatists. Together, we'll right the ship and get the Democratic Corporatist Party in a position to take the fight to Donald Trump and the Republican Party and win. Okay, so here are the people. So now, Nomi, you know these people. So here it is, the 2017 DNC Transition Advisory Committee. Now, how many of those, so there's Mark Begich is at the top, right? So now how many of those people are full-out progressive Bernie Sanders supporters?
One.
Wait,
well, I'll say two, because Sally Boynton Brown, who ran for DNC chair, was supportive of Bernie Sanders, but she was not a Keith Ellison supporter because she was running against him. On the second ballot, she was.
She's from Idaho, or?
Idaho, she's executive director.
Yes.
You know, but they can crush her. Honestly, it's Representative Jayapal, who's a socialist, for the most part. That's a bone that they threw. And then the rest are, you have these like faux progressives. Now that I'm not covering the race, I can tell you all what I think.
Oh, please.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on that list who, Dore, obviously he's a social justice movement guy who ended up working out deals with Wells Fargo and other places, and our audience is probably very familiar with him.
Well, they went and got, I mean, he's a Black Lives Matter activist. They found a Black Lives Matter activist who's a Hillary Clinton supporter.
What?
I mean, that's, how hard do they have to dig? Yeah.
So, and can we put that list back up so I can just read it, because I can't. So you have Pete Buttigieg, who is this young guy, and I know a lot of progressives were like, we liked Pete, but did you ever hear Pete talk about economic issues?
Was he from Indiana?
He's from Indiana.
Yes, I heard him. He's not good.
He's very scripted. And he's a charter school guy.
And he pretended that there wasn't a division inside the party. He pretended there wasn't a battle happening between. So it was more gaslighting bullshit. And at a time when people are just craving authenticity, he was giving us more of that bullshit. He was like Martin O'Malley to me.
And funny you say that, because the person running his campaign was Liz Smith, who's a friend of mine, full disclosure. She is the former deputy campaign manager for Martin O'Malley.
Oh, well, there you go. This is how bad the Democrats are. And, it doesn't bring me joy that they're bad. I was hoping that they'd be better. And I feel like people tell me, why don't you beat up on Trump more? And I'm like, I think the rest of the world has that covered. And so what I'm trying to do, what progressives are trying to do, is make sure that when we get rid of Trump, we have a progressive platform to put in place so that we don't get another Trump. Trump is not the problem. He is a symptom of the problem. And this is the thing Hillary Clinton and corporate Democrat, they don't get. If you don't have something to replace Trump with that actually helps people, you're going to get another Trump, and he won't be as big as a buffoon as Trump is. Hey, if you enjoyed this clip of Aggressive Progressive, why not become a member of the TYT network, and you can watch the whole hour. We do a show every Thursday, and then you can watch it live when it happens as a member, or you can watch it later at your convenience, because you get access to the podcast of Aggressive Progressive and other ways to get a hold of it. There's lots of stuff. Come become a member at tytnetwork.com/join.